Yeah, that's right. I'm He-Man. It's time to spray some corn ground. I've got some atrazine, some simazine, and some imitator-zine. Well, no, imitator plus. It's a form of glyphosate. There's the label. 41% glyphosate. Speaking of glyphosate, you know what our great legislators in the great state of Maryland just tried this past session? So we only have a 90-day session for our state legislators to meet and pass laws and, you know, choke us with new laws and regulations. This past legislative session just ended 2 weeks ago. They are trying to ban the use of glyphosate in the state of Maryland for all uses. It did not pass this session, but the bill will come back next session. That, you know, as much as I don't agree with what the seed companies have done in forcing all of this technology down our throats with the Roundup Ready and STS and 2,4-D and blah blah blah. You know, I don't agree with what those seed companies are doing, but we cannot have glyphosate banned. That would just be devastating to us, but oh well. That's why you have to be involved in politics. That's why you have to know who your delegates are, your senators, both at your county commissioners at the local level, the state level, the federal level. My daughter and I just went to a get-together last night to meet our state delegates so they could bring us up to date on bills that did pass, those that didn't pass. It was a great meeting. Hey, and we were back to normal. It felt normal at this meeting. That was the great thing. There were probably, I would say, 75 people there. Out of the 75, there may have been 4 people wearing masks. Everybody was hugging, shaking hands, no distancing going on. It just felt great. Now, this was the Republican Women's Committee that put this event on. So that probably had something to do with it, the name Republican, but it just felt good to be normal again. Wow. And I'm not a hugger. I don't like to hug, but do you remember? I remember this. I think it was a year ago, it was either March or April, when Fauci came out and said, we may never shake hands again. That was crazy talk. That was crazy talk. There was a lot of handshaking last night. So, hey, if I disappear and you don't see me ever again, it's because of the handshaking with 75 people in a room who were not my family members. And, you know, I got the COVID and died, and that was the whole reason. But, hey, I will go out with a smile on my face. Okay. Let me finish getting this tank strapped on. I'm going to put nitrogen in it and pull the sprayer out, get that ready. And hopefully the wind will die down enough today so we can do some spraying. Although it's going to be a little wet. We had an inch of rain a couple nights ago. That was on top of the inch of rain 5 days before that. So I'm going to have to pick and choose my spots. I won't be able to spray this farm today, but I've got another farm a little higher ground that I can get to. 80 degrees today, close to 90 degrees tomorrow, in the 80s again on Thursday. So I think warm weather maybe is here to stay. Fingers crossed. Yep. Okay, all strapped down. Oh yeah, I better strap my imitator down, or it will be on the ground. I think I have a strap in there to do that. Now let's fill her up. Yeah, you remember these? Yeah, tracks in the field left last fall when we were cutting soybeans. Yeah, it was darn wet. So I've got, I don't know, about 5 acres here that I'm trying to level up tracks. So I've got the mulcher here, trying to go at an angle. It's a rough darn ride when you go at an angle with tracks this deep. And the reason I've got the John Deere, this farm is about 10 miles from the home farm. This farm is going to be no-tilled with corn. I'm trying to limit the number of trips and the number of tractors I bring up here. So today I am going to spray, put chemicals down for the corn. So brought the John Deere up with the sprayer, and then I towed the mulcher up with my pickup truck. So I'm just going to use the one tractor, get these tracks leveled up, and then I'll hook on to the sprayer and go ahead and spray this farm. So just one tractor up here to do 2 jobs here. It's still a little bit wetter than I would like it to be, but I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and go over this one time, and then I'll jump on the sprayer, spray. That'll give it a couple hours to dry out. We're supposed to get close to 90 degrees today with a light breeze, so that'll help dry this out a little bit more, and then I'll go over it one more time, and then it should be ready to plant. But there is talk of maybe some thunderstorms this evening, and then another chance of rain on Friday, so I doubt that I'll get up here to plant this, only because it's still a little bit too wet, and since we're no-tilling it, it's going to take a little bit longer to dry out. So we'll see, but let me get back in this tractor and continue bouncing around.